Yo, what's down everybody? Welcome to my game. It's looking pretty good so far. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's not looking very good, but this is also a brand new game which I'm going to make, and it's going to be a pretty quick game just to show you guys how a game is developed. If you guys want live, daily updated notes of the development of the game, make sure to check out the link in the description below because that is going to have everything there for you, and you don't need to wait for a video. It'll be instantaneous. And if you want to know what the game is, you can check out the blog post, but I'll tell you here. It's going to be a fast-paced, free-for-all sword fighting game, so it's going to be pretty intense. So I just want to show you what I've done so far. Pretty much this is what the game looks like. So you have your weapons. These are actually from the game that we're developing on the channel right now. But that other series is going to be temporarily halted because I just want to quickly make this game because I want some quick Robux, you know? So I'm going to use these weapons. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I don't want to restart. Come on, like, I already have the weapons made. I can just import it from another game and boom, I'm already done. Like, that's the hard part of the game. The other hard part is to actually make the game like system, and that's what we're going to be doing today. So let's do this. INOOBE, turn up the intense music. Just kidding, this is scripting, this isn't very intense. So yeah, let's just script. So I'm just going to quickly go over this and then I'm going to add some code and I'm going to explain what the added code is. So right here is pretty much just a thing which randomizes the math.random. This right here is a variable for an object in the remote events folder, which is inside of the replicated storage. This right here is a table and it has all the different names of the different player events. And these right here is another table, but this time for all the names of the different map events. And right here is a loop which constantly loops forever, and it pretty much randomly generates a different player event and a different map event, and it fires both of those and does things to the player and the map. So this right here is a variable which pretty much picks the player event, and the chosen player is another variable which pretty much chooses the player which the player event is going to affect. And this right here pretty much changes the text label for all the players in the game, and I'll show you that right here. So you see the top bar? Boom, it pretty much changes it for every single player in the game. Now the thing that I want to do is I want to make this code a little more customizable. So in the future, if I want to change something like the wait time here, I can just make a variable for that. So up here, let's make a variable and let's call it wait, or let's call it loop frequency. And I'm going to set that to 2. So now it's going to wait 2 seconds, and instead of having to go through like all the code, like at the end this code is going to probably be a couple of hundreds of lines, maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000 or something like that, but once the code gets really long, instead of having to scroll through everything and change that number, we can just have a variable up here which is easily accessible and is right there. We don't need to scroll through all the code to find it, so it's much easier. So the thing that I want to do right now is I want to make so that I need an if statement. So if chosen, and I'm going to change that variable to chosen PE for player events, because I'm going to have to have, I'm going to need, what am I saying? Oh my god, I'm going to need what? I'm going to have a different variable called chosen, probably like chosen ME for the map events. So I don't want to have like some weird variable for the map events. So if chosen PE equals exactly, and let's say, the first one on the list, which is super duper, then we can do some things. So we can do print, and we can just do super duper has been chosen. Whoa! Then we can have an else if statement. So when chosen PE is equal to Usain Bolt, we can print out Speedy Man. So now let's run this just to make sure that it works. You always want to run your things to make sure that it works because it's just nice to know that things work. And if you want, you can also like add way more code and then you can test it at the end, and if you get an error you can just fix them all. But I just like to frequently test it just to make sure that it works. And as you see in the output, it works perfectly fine. But instead of making it print something out, I actually wanted to affect the chosen player. So for the Usain Bolt one, if you don't know who Usain Bolt is, he's a pretty fast runner. So if the Usain Bolt one is chosen for the player, then I'm going to do local, so cur is equal to chosen player dot character. And if that doesn't exist, then you can do or chosen player dot character added wait. So that right there pretty much ensures that there's a character from the player. And now we can define the humanoid. So local hum equals car, and then we're finding the humanoid. And if you don't know what the humanoid is pretty much like the thing which is in all the characters in the game. So whenever you're playing a game, you have a thing in your character called the humanoid, and that pretty much holds your health, your maximum health, your walk speed, your jump height, and all of those things. It's pretty much like stats for your character. And since your walk speed is in there, we can use this variable that we made, and we can change the walk speed to, let's say, 50. The default walk speed in Roblox is 16, so 15 is gonna be pretty fast. You're gonna be like Usain Bolt. So let's run this and make sure that it works. Oh, I got the Usain Bolt! Look, INOOBE_YT got the Usain Bolt buff. Oh yeah, now I'm fast. So once they get their superpower, I pretty much want to wait the loop frequency, and then I want to reset their walk speed back to the default one. So to do this, we can use a thing called delay, which is a little thing in Roblox. And the first parameter is the time which you want it to wait, and then you have the function. So pretty much it waits 2 seconds, which is the value that we gave to the loop frequency variable. And after it waits 2 seconds, it pretty much does whatever is in between the function here and the end. So in between it, we're going to write HUM, which is our variable for the humanoid, which holds the walk speed, the jump stuff, yeah, pretty much everything like that. So we're going to reset it, and I told you before, the walk speed, the default one is 16. So we're going to reset it to the default one is 16, and boom, there you go. So let's play it now, let's see. Oh, it's the other buff. Oh, there you go, Usain Bolt. After 2 seconds, ooh, stopped, perfect. Oh, we got the Usain Bolt again, oh my gosh. We're so fast, bro, we're so fast. Ooh, there you go, super duper. So that works perfectly. So for the other power-up, the Super Duper, I kind of want to make so that the player gets a bit bigger and a bit stronger. So to make them bigger, there's a few things in the humanoid only for R15 characters, and it's called body depth scale, body height scale, body width scale, and head scale. So we're going to use those and make the character bigger. And if you don't know what it does, here's what it does. Oh my gosh! Yeah, oh, I just got the Usain Bolt buff. Oh my gosh. Yeah, what's down, everybody? It's INOOBE here. So yeah, it's going to be pretty weird. Yo, it's like slow-mo. This is so weird. Oh my gosh. So yeah, whenever it's super duper, whenever that is chosen, we can go here and we can change it up. So we can actually take these outside of the Usain Bolt one and we can put it here so that all the different if statements can use it. And we can get rid of it here. There you go. So now we can use the HUM variable, the humanoid variable, and we can... Wait a minute, I forgot what it was. Oh, so I wrote it all down because there's no way that I could remember that. I just stopped commentating and I just wrote it down. And it's actually a number value, so we're going to have to write dot value equals, and then we're going to make the body depth scale like 2, and same with everything else. We need to keep everything even so that it doesn't look like before, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, what's down, everybody? It's INOOBE here. And then here we can delay it again, and we can pretty much reset everything. And the default, I'm pretty sure, is 1. So let's test this out. Let's see which power-up am I gonna get. Oh, I got the super duper. Oh my gosh. I'm so much bigger now. And then after, you're going to become smaller. There you go. And now I got the Usain Bolt one. Oh my gosh, it's so fast. So I'm going to end the video here. In the next video, we're going to be doing some more things to the game script. We're going to be adding more power-ups, and we're actually going to be adding the map event power-ups. Here are 2 hints. You already know what's going to happen, right? We're going to make a random explosion, and then the floor is going to turn into lava for the map. So yeah, it's going to be some pretty sick stuff. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.